Kalee Prue is a health-conscious single mom from Connecticut who enjoyed being active.
I already had a pretty healthy lifestyle, but I was a step along the way of what I thought was improving my health. I used to ride my bike for several hours a day with my son in his bike seat. So I was in pretty good shape. Eat all organic food. I didn't take medication.
Kalee had trouble digesting lactose and read that drinking raw milk would help her digest dairy better. She expected raw milk to improve her health and bought her first quart of raw cow's milk at a health food store. 2 or 3 days after finishing the milk, Kalee began to get sick. Stomach cramping led to vomiting, and soon she was too weak to care for her 18-month-old son.
And I was, falling against the walls and stuff, and I realized how weak I was. And this had gone on for probably a week and a half total of just this intense stomach cramping. I think I lost about 20 pounds. I couldn't keep anything down. So I figured I must be, really dehydrated, and maybe I should go to a clinic. After about an hour there, they had given me 2 very large IV bags of saline, and I still did not have to pee. So they were very concerned and realized that my kidneys were shutting down and were almost completely non-functional at that point.
Kalee had developed an E. coli infection with serious complications. She spent 33 days in the hospital.
I ended up with my blood basically destroying itself, and my kidneys cannot process it, and my kidneys were becoming clogged, and they start to shut down. So I ended up having to have over 20 treatments of plasmapheresis, which is a sort of a dialysis where they take all of your blood out and they process it through this machine. They separate the plasma out of it and put in donor plasma. And by the time my treatment was done, I had over 400 different donors worth of plasma.
Over several months, Kalee's condition slowly improved.
I've recovered better than a lot of people do when they get it as bad as I did. But my kidney function is still not normal. My blood pressure is very high for somebody my age and the health that I was in previous.
Kalee believes there are a lot of misconceptions about foodborne illness and that people don't realize how serious it can be.
I had heard food poisoning, they talk about it in the news, an outbreak of this, an outbreak of that, and you don't really know what that means. You think of it as, like I said, getting a stomach ache for a couple days. It's within just your scope of your experiences, and to most people, being sick means a couple days out of work. Never would I have thought that, what you eat can kill you.
Kalee drank raw milk because she thought it was a healthy choice, but after her health battles, she knows better.
You have to make good choices, and you need to think about consequences. You have to weigh risks, and on some things, I do believe that they are beneficial in a natural form, but something that comes out this close to a cow's rear end, I don't think it's worth the risk.